Tips to ace a job interview. It's hard to navigate this life without a job or a career path. Most of us need to secure a job to ensure we can keep a roof over our heads, have enough food on the table, and keep the utilities on. After you have a job, you may want to interview for a better job, or maybe make a career path change and interview for a completely different job. So how can you ace a job interview to bag that position you have been getting ready for? Keep watching as we share some tips to ace a job interview. Welcome to Savvy, where we have lots of practical wisdom to share. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button below, and while you're at it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more advice here at Savvy. Number 1. Be familiar with the company's language. Obviously, you have to converse with the company in their actual language literally. But this isn't what I meant. I meant you should be familiar with some of their terms and company environment and profile. For example, some companies may have their own terminology for calling their clients. They may call them traders, regulars, or some other unique word only found or used in their professional circle. Also, many companies use acronyms or abbreviations, so be sure to be familiar with them as well. Just like when in any social setting, the other person will get a little more comfortable and interested when you speak their language. So it is in a job interview. Plus, if you do get asked about the company's background, you won't be caught unprepared and would be able to answer smoothly and easily. Number 2. Exhibit flexibility. Unlike number 1, I don't mean this literally. This tip urges you to show the company interviewer through your answers that you can be flexible in various working conditions. One of the traits that employers look for in a potential candidate is the person's ability to respond to changing and sudden situations in the workplace. If there's a member who needs to be absent all of a sudden, how can the other members cover for them? Are you able to contribute? If a client needs a change in the designs in a short span of time, can you accommodate the client? Another instance where this might be tested is when the interviewer will ask you if it's possible for you to allow some changes or adjustments in location or responsibilities if you get the job. Think this through and be sure it is really something that you are okay with and can accommodate. If you say yes, be sure to follow through when you are in the actual setting and demonstrate that flexibility you claim to have. Number 3. Be professionally inquisitive. To be professionally inquisitive is to sincerely ask any company position-related question that will give the interviewer a picture of just how much you are intent on securing the job. In order to ask questions that are related to the company, you have to do enough research. Remember the tip that you should be familiar with the company's terms? That can be achieved through thorough research as well. Your questions will give the impression of just how much you studied their profile and will let them know you are interested in being hired with your own welfare in mind. Be careful not to let the interviewer feel that you are just asking to show off. Be intentional about the questions that you ask, and then the interviewer can also see your sincere reactions to their answers. Number 4. Ask when confused. It can't be denied that sometimes the interviewer might say something that you won't understand, and it can be nerve-wracking to figure it out without having to ask them to repeat it. Our tip: gently ask for clarification for the sake of understanding and to avoid giving the sense of being prideful or fearful. Asking them to repeat or to explain their comment won't make you less of a potential employee, but could actually give you more points. It will tell the employer that you want clarity if things get confusing and that you will respond appropriately. Plus, you didn't get all prepared for this interview just to get lost with one question you failed to understand clearly. Like we said before, every industry and usually every company has its own jargon. To just nod and confirm when you don't understand will make you look simple-minded. Remember that it is important how you ask your clarifying questions. The tone of your questions should be based on the personality of the interviewer. If he is buttoned up, then do so extra gently, and if he's a bit open and carefree, then ask away with a bit more confidence. Either way, make sure you ask for clarifications. Number 5. Just get straight to the point. You are going through this list and taking notes because one thing is for certain: you want the job, right? Then actually tell that to the interviewer. Make sure that you do so at the right time and not in the middle of talking with them. Do so within the correct context. Base your answers and build around the central idea that you want the position you are applying for with all your heart. And it will help you to secure it. It's tough enough to secure an interview, but it's another level of challenge to go through it. Some may breeze past it effortlessly, and some may crawl. However things might go, just make sure you are honest throughout the interview, and everything else will follow. Well, that is enough practical wisdom for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below. We will be posting 4 to 5 videos per week. So click the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of our new videos weekly. Thanks everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao ciao!